Welcome to this episode of Disney Character Spotlight, where we dive into the bittersweet history of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
I'm gonna do what I do, put it all together, ain't nothing better, I'm gonna do.
Oswald was a character that Disney Studios created after the Alice comedy series had run its course. He starred in a series of 26 animated black and white silent shorts that were shown in major theaters alongside first-run movies. Oswald was also the first Disney character to generate merchandise, including a chocolate-covered marshmallow candy bar and a stencil set and a pin-backed button. The idea for Oswald came about when Disney's film distributor Charles Mintz, who was married to Alice distributor Margaret Winkler, suggested a change in direction for the animated shorts. Margaret and Charles brought this idea to Walt's attention, and with the help of UB Iwerks, they created a spunky and mischievous character with a personality and look that would later be reminiscent of a certain famous mouse we all know and love. Oswald made his big debut on September 5th, 1927 in the cartoon Trolley Troubles. Moviegoers immediately fell in love with the character. Due to his clever gestures and amusing gags, he immediately became a success over the next 17 months. As Walt began producing more and more costly Oswald cartoons, he realized he needed to negotiate for a price increase. In February 28th, Walt traveled to New York to speak with Mintz about the situation. But to his surprise, Mintz wanted to cut his pay by 20%. Additionally, he learned that Mintz controlled the rights to Oswald. Rather than accept the pay cut, Walt gave up his creation, and this started the domino effect of Oswald being shuffled around from animator to animator. But this wouldn't be a Disney video without a happy ending, wouldn't it? Oswald made his triumphant return to the Walt Disney Company in 2006 and has since made appearances at Disneyland California Adventure Park with his girlfriend Hortensia during their meet and greets. Many people don't know this, but just as there is hidden Mickeys all over Disney World, there happens to be some hidden Oswald Easter eggs as well. Okay, so the first hidden Oswald can be spotted in Magic Kingdom, specifically in New Fantasyland. The hidden Oswald is actually on the main walkway in New Fantasyland that's facing Enchanted Tales with Belle. If you look closely at the ground, you won't see it at first, but keep looking closer and then you'll start to see the head and the iconic bunny ears of Oswald. There's also another hidden Oswald in New Fantasyland, this time in one of the beams in Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's kind of hard to spot at first, but look closely and you'll start to see the shape of Oswald come to life. It's a really cool Easter egg that I didn't know until I found this out, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. Okay, moving on to Disney's Animal Kingdom. This one is a little bit tricky, but it happens to be a hidden Oswald and hidden Mickey at the same ride. Both of these Easter eggs can be spotted on the My Disney Experience app, specifically for the ride Expedition Everest. You can actually spot them with the aerial view of the ride, and if you look closely, you'll start to see the ears of Oswald at the top, and the entire ride is formed in the shape of Mickey. Moving on to Disney's Hollywood Studios, specifically Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. This ride actually has a hidden Oswald that not many people know. The hidden Oswald can be spotted on the ride in the city scene. It's actually on one of the newspaper stands that says Oswald wins, which is kind of interesting because, like, did Oswald become president? We don't know. The Walt Disney Company is currently celebrating their 100 years of wonder anniversary, and what's really interesting is that I've noticed that Oswald has been showing up a lot lately in the news. Like, I've noticed at Disney California Adventure Park, you can actually meet Oswald and Hortensia during regular meet and greets. This is so cool, and it goes to show you that this could be just stage one of Oswald's revival in the Walt Disney Company. Not to mention, the Walt Disney Company just happened to post very recently a new Oswald cartoon featuring him and Hortensia. A lot of people were confused as to why Disney was doing this, not waiting till D23. But this could be just stage two of bringing Oswald back. Also could be an indication of him getting his show after all. Not to mention, the name brand Givenchy even did a commercial with Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It was actually very cool. Not to mention, there was even a Disney Imagineer named Jim Scholl that had his own idea of a blue sky project, which was to develop an Oswald and Hortensia ride to replace Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. This would keep the same facility ride system while using projection mapping and painting the sets in a 1920s black and white style. This was very reminiscent of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Your journey would begin with Oswald, who's trying to save his girlfriend Hortensia. You try to navigate the wacky, funny, and confusing world of the cartoon 1920s. I absolutely love this idea. I think they could still do it, and perhaps maybe even give him his own ride. Come on, Disney, make it happen. Come on, the Walt Disney Company has certainly come a long way, and to think it may have been started all by a mouse, but the mouse was started by a rabbit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions of what Disney should do with Oswald, I would love to know. Leave a comment down below, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified every Thursday when we have a new video. And as always, have a Disney day.